Good morning. Good morning, Trudy. How was your morning or day today? Oops. How are you, honey? Tell me. Did you get a notification, Trudy, that I was going live? Oh, okay. All right. Well, if you pop in and out, I totally understand. Good morning, Debbie. How are you? You doing okay today? I almost didn't make it. Oh, okay. All right. Thank you, Trudy. So I'm okay. I'm okay this morning. Very tired, but I'm okay. Actually, I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt because I don't know, I'm just very chilled and I'm hoping I'm not coming down with something. I was saying in my in my devotional video how if I had somebody to work for me today, you feel like sleeping out. Yeah, I imagine. You know, Trudy, when you have a lot of stress on you and a lot of anxiety, it's like it wears on you, doesn't it? Okay. A little late, but I guess that people are going to start coming on now. I wonder if it takes. Well, good morning, Diamond Ring Girl. How are you? I wonder if like you have to be on live for so many minutes or something like that, and then the notification goes out. I don't know. I won't be able to stay on for as long this morning as I was yesterday, but thought I'd come and say good morning. I'm okay. I'm having my second cup of coffee now. Yes. Yes, this is very true, Trudy. I wanted to start on a test pattern that Daniel from Paul Ply Guys, I think he changed his name again, sent me. I'm having trouble with it. So I emailed him. So hopefully I noticed he was up all night zooming. So not zooming, excuse me, on a live. So I'm hoping that he's able to straighten that out for me. Yeah, I'm getting a little discouraged looking at all of my whip pile. What can you do? Diamond Ring Girl. Is it Joan? It just came to me. I'm thinking it's Joan. Ah! See, taking all those extra vitamins helps. Oh. So one, I can't remember when it was, but I showed a pattern that had 3 ways you could wear this vest. It's like you could wear it with a point or a straight back, and then also a you can wear it like as a cowl. And I wanted to correct myself, and I don't remember where I talked about it, but it is a paid pattern, not a free pattern. So I hope people didn't go on and look for it and go, she told me it was free. I know what you meant, Trudy. Don't worry about it. I know exactly what you meant. I told you, don't worry about your English or anything like that, okay? Just I get where you're coming from. Hey, doesn't Ursula from OM Granny Square, does she live in South Africa as well? Trudy, do you know? Good morning, Angela. How are you, sweetheart? Rise and shine with your beautiful little sunshine there, your sunshine emoji. Oh, hold on. I'm hanging in there today. It's going to be a long day for me, but I'll get through. Has anybody heard from Ursula? I know, like, I know Trudy's been having a lot of issues with the violence and stuff going on down there, and I just wanted to know if maybe Ursula was having the same issues. I know I had a bag for this. Oh, no, that's not it. Oh, here it is. Oh, Trudy. So have you heard from her? Is she doing okay? Do you all talk to each other? I don't even know what I want to work on this morning. Well, no, I'll work on something like this. Good morning, Linda. How are you? How are you today, honey? Linda, by any chance, are you doing Daniel's? Are you doing a test for Daniel? Are you testing out his pattern? I'm glad to hear that, Trudy. And you will keep us posted on your situation, correct? Good morning, Knitting Purple. How are you today? Good, enjoying my time in the garden. No testing for Daniel. Okay. Yeah, I was just saying I got a test pattern from him. I'm waiting to hear word because I'm not getting it. I don't understand. I don't understand. You're going out to lunch soon. Ooh. Where are you over in the UK knitting purple? Good morning, Valerie. How are you? I'm only going to be able to be on here for about another 30 minutes or so, maybe a little bit more, but is anybody working on anything? Linda, I'm so envious of your little garden. It just looks so peaceful. Like you could sit out there all day and just enjoy the beauty and room and some of the metal cubes as well. Nice, nice. Yes. Yes, I'm working tomorrow with the taxi violins. Oh, wow. You're just too fast for me. You're too fast. Well, I think I would be finished with a whole lot more stuff too if I just actually finished instead of keep starting all the projects and not finishing them. S- Joan, you're still working on your bought along the summer shawl. That's very nice. Very nice. Has anybody heard anything? I think I asked this yesterday, but has anybody heard anything about Crystal, um, uh, like putting the number on it, um, on the different, numbering her patterns? I know somebody said something about that it was messing up her analytics in her, on her channel, but I'm wondering if she could do it in her description box because I really could use to know the numbers of these patterns so I could write them down because the names of the patterns are sometimes, very similar. So, Linda, you have a space dedicated to all of your crafting, don't you? Good morning, Valerie. Ah, I'm very envious, but grateful for the time. I'm grateful for what I do have, but at the same time, we're working towards getting me my own space, which I'm so happy about. So, okay, so I learned the name of a new stitch. I have been doing this stitch like for so long, and it's like, okay, I just never knew what the name of it was. It's a Suzette stitch. Um, and it's really interesting because it's almost exactly like the wattle stitch, except for you're working in the same space instead of you're like working the two together, skip one, and then work two together instead of single, double, single, double, single, double all the way across. Yes, he is very good to you. My husband is very good to me too, and I'm very thankful for that. I really, really am. We don't have a very big space, but you know, um, we're trying to use the space we have. I do not want to move, even though I want to move to have a bigger place. But in a way, on your birthstone blanket, what is a birthstone blanket, Linda? See, to me, there's so many people have so many different words for the different stitches. Good morning, Runaway. Amanda, nice to meet you, Runaway. Run away, Amanda. Don't run away. Don't run away. Okay, gotcha. How are you this morning, Amanda? I have a small space too. Oh, I have living room, bedroom, kitchen. My place is the craft room. Nice. Well, I think if I had a small space, of course, I mean, I have a lot of yarn and I don't know how I would store it, first of all. But if I had a small space, I would combine, well, I've got my bedroom now, but if it was like just me, I'd make a single bed into like a day bed, right? And then have that as my craft room, my yarnscape, my yarn room. And I probably wouldn't leave. I'd probably just set my I'd set up my TV and everything there in the room and I would never leave. But I'm not alone. Oh, hey, I have to tell you guys something. So, good morning, Nancy. How are you this morning? Um, so my mom has a big shed. I mean, a large shed. It's like I want to say it's like 15 by 20, something like that. It's a very large shed. Um, and you're happy. I know. Good morning, Pat. How are you today? Are you having a very busy day today? Trudy, do you have more than one sewing machine? Um, so anyway, it has one small window. I mean, small window, just enough to let a little bit of light in, but it's completely dark. And then I I mean, it's full of junk right now. But my brother, he's an architect, and oh, nice, nice, Valerie. Um, so I asked my brother, I said, okay, if I wanted to turn that space into my she shed, and he goes, don't do it now. Don't do it now. I mean, like I said, he's an architect, so he knows all this stuff. And he says everything is like 3 times as expensive as it was just a year ago. So don't make any plans to do anything. So I said, okay, okay, I won't. Thank you, Pat. You are so good about that. Thank you for reminding everybody about the thumbs up. So I asked my brother, I said, how much do you think it would cost to do that? He said, well, right now, don't do it. I said, okay. So he was giving me some ideas of how to, um, how to, Trudy, what was the three for? Oh, you have three sewing machines. Okay, gotcha, gotcha. I'm assuming each has a different purpose then. Um, so anyway, I said, well, how in the world would you put a window in there? Okay. Because okay, it's not, it is somewhat insulated, but not that. Good morning, Maribel. Not that insulated. So I said, well, how would you do that? And he said, well, you'd have to put, if you wanted it to be drywalled, and of course I would. So I would want to, he said, you have to put studs in and then put the drywall up and then put either sheet insulation and then put the drywall on top, or, put the drywall and then do the foam insulation, either one. Same with the ceiling. I said, okay. And who's going for a walk? Is somebody going for a walk? Oh, Linda had her morning walk already. Yeah. So I said, but I want to put an air conditioner, so I wanted to be able to use it year round. And we decided, we could put one of those. They have these units that is, and he told me the name of it, but it's a unit that you can get air and heat from. And I thought, okay, that's really cool. I said, but I want, good morning, Denny. How are you, sweetheart? Um, but I said, I want more light in there. How can we put in a window? Because the way that the shed is, there's one window on really high up on top. And then on the other side, um, oh, nice, Trudy. You got a good setup. And on the other side of the shed is completely, it's like my dad built onto it for like dry storage, or, like he built onto it, but it's not part of the actual shed. And so I said, and then the front has two big barn doors, that not barn doors, but, big doors that open up. And then the back goes to the neighbor. And so where are you going to put a door? Where are you going to put a window? He said, no, he said, okay, all right, Danny. He said, I would. Now, if it was me, I would put in French doors. Take those wood doors off and get French doors so that you would let all the light in and it would be so gorgeous. I'm just picturing this in my head. Okay, Pat. So it would take a lot of time and a lot of money. And I don't even know if I'd want to move into mom's house. I put it this way, I wouldn't mind. Thank you, Maribel. This is something that one of my coworkers bought me several years ago. Um, I wouldn't mind living in the house. It's just got so much property that it's unusable. You can't build anything on it. My dad, wanted a lot of land when they first bought it 40 years ago, but now it's like we don't need all that land. It's got like almost, well, between an acre and a half and 2 acres. And it's just too much land. Unless you had a really, really, really big garden. Oh, well. Good morning, Marnie. How are you, sweetheart? Did you get your coffee? I think that would make a beautiful she shed. Well, that would be my space. That would be my craft space. That would be my getaway. And I would probably, mm, I would definitely have this. Well, I'd have some kind of a easy chair or, some kind of a nice, comfortable chair out there. And I'd set up and I'd probably never leave. I'd be out there all day. Yeah, I'm serious, guys. I don't know if I'm gonna go to work. I'm like chilled and I'm like sweating. My thermometer at home doesn't work real well. Um, so what you guys doing? What'd you think of my idea for my craft room? You like that idea of a she shed? And what would you suggest to do with all that property? Oh, it was lovely catching up with you too, Linda. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful morning. And maybe if you're on at noon, how long do you usually go, Linda? How long does it? Natalie, good morning. How are you, Natalie? I have really missed you. I just can't. Um, well, it's very possible, Denny. It's very possible, but I've been taking all the stuff. Okay, 2 hours. Well, I might be able to catch you for a little bit during my lunch because I go to lunch at 12:45. So I might pop over. Good morning, Ruby. Oh, Natalie, while you're here, why don't you explain to me what happened with that whatcha jigger? The the whatcha yeah, you know what I mean. Uh oh, that's really great, Marnie. I bet that really lifted your spirits. Natalie, whatever happened to that one yarn shop that you were thinking about? I guess that fell through, huh? Have a wonderful day, Linda. I know. I'm in bed. Last night I went to bed. It was 8:30. Now I didn't get to sleep until almost 9. But then I woke up at 1 and 2. I didn't get a whole lot of sleep. Denny, do you take anything for menopause? Cuz I mean, I am freezing right now. I'm like so incredibly cold and the air conditioner's not running. It's just I'm so cold. My sister has 20 acre in southern Missouri. When comes the time I have to realize I plan on moving to that property. Hmm. That's what. Yeah. Isn't that sad? I mean, that people would rather just close and I mean, I don't understand that. If somebody wants to sell, it's almost as if I want to sell it, but just not to you at that price. So I'd rather not sell it at all. That just doesn't make sense. I'd rather go belly up. Uh, I don't know. Good morning, Melissa. Uh, oh my goodness, Denny. That's late. Yeah, you're right. It wasn't meant to be then. Exactly. The Lord has something else in mind. Aw, Nancy, that's sweet. Now, does he have any children? Nancy, does your middle son have any children? Good morning, Bev. How are you? Okay. Okay, so the second amount she came up with was almost triple the original amount, which yes was a good price, but even double was more than yeah, I know, right? My nephew wants the whole family to go up on the part to make up our own little village. Well, I guess it depends on the size of the property and what it's perked for or something, because I know that like on my mom's property, I would have wanted like to put like a double wide or something in the back, but they said you cannot. I mean, I was even gonna, because she's having so many issues, I was even thinking about living in an RV on the property so that we'd have our own space. And they said, nope, can't do it. Mm-mm, not allowed. If you're hooked up to electric and water, it cannot be a dwelling. It cannot be a dwelling. Dumb. No, so he's got the summer off. How long can he stay? It's become a habit to find you in the morning. I know. I kind of like that. Good morning, Samantha. I appreciate that. I'll be here for about another, probably 5-10 minutes or so, maybe just to finish this one row here and then cut it off. And she wants to extend it. She already has a cabin. Oh, that's really cool. Marnie, that's a really cool idea. I don't suppose that's something that your dad would even consider, huh? He's leaving Friday. Well, at least he's staying for a couple of days then, right? That's nice that he can. It's a short visit, but he can, at least it's a visit. And you're blessed to have your sons come and stay and your grandbabies. Now you've got some grand boys, right? Grandsons. Do you have any granddaughters, Nancy? Samantha, yes, I did. Yes, I did. And that it's a different magazine than what I was talking about. But I appreciate that. Yes, I did get it. Thank you. Two grandsons. Nice. I've been wanting to reach out to my connection. She was my best friend when I was living in Pennsylvania, to find out, because her son was best friends with my son growing up, and we always, our families hung out together. And she told me a couple months back that I was, or that my son was expecting his third child, a grandson, and I don't know if he's had the baby yet or what they've named him. And I don't want her to feel like, I don't want my friend to feel like that's the only reason I reach out to her is to, uh, you know, to find out about my son. But I have no other way of knowing what's going on. Good morning, Mama Kay. Run away. You have two grandsons and five granddaughters. Nice, nice. He actually retired almost 20 years ago. So he went, what does he do, Marnie? Remind me what he does. It was great seeing Petra, but I have to get going. You chose. Okay, thanks for popping in, Natalie, and post updating me on that situation. I have been thinking about you a lot about that. I think that would have been a great opportunity, but you're right. It wasn't the right time. My sister has a granddaughter and now is waiting on a grandson. He's due to enter the world very soon. Yeah, my son has two daughters, Emma and Elena, and I guess I don't know. Maybe he is already has the boy. I don't know. My dad works for the airlines. He's in charge of paychecks and hiring. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. Oh, yikes, Natalie. Ouch. Good morning, Leanne. Look at these colors together, guys. This is so pretty. This is um Paintbox cotton that I won from Dana's, and it's like a royal blue and an orchid. Isn't that pretty together? Isn't that pretty? I love those colors. I'm just going to finish this one row. I'm not going to do any more of this orchid color. I'm going to find a different color to do, probably a green. Uh, Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you, Denny. Thank you so much. Um, yeah, the Lord has his ways of doing things, and I'm trying, my human nature sits there and says, well, it should be this way. Okay, all right. All right, Nancy. Yeah, I'm almost done with this row. Like I said, as soon as I get done, I've got to get off and finish getting ready for work. My mom has an appointment this afternoon. Oh, Samantha, I think that's amazing. I'd like to have some fur babies too. Mama's still hoping that she'll get a dog. And if she does, and of course, it will be mine by default. Wow. Wow. Joan, you've got sounds like a beautiful family, lovely daughters. My my oldest is 30, she'll be 32 in December, and my son is 30, and my youngest daughter will be 24 in a couple months. Thank you, Samantha. I love color. Well, I love playing with color. I don't necessarily like wearing bright colors or anything like that. Oh, wow. What a blessing. Joan, what a blessing. Nice. Has anybody else ever worked with Paintbox cotton? I bet Karen McCaffrey has from Yarn Addict. She has all the cottons, I'm sure. Ryan and Rebecca, no grands yet. Aw. Sisters range from 29 to 10. Oh my goodness, that's a big one. Aged. Oh my goodness. You've got a lot of kids. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 kids. Woo, 27 to 13. Looks like you had them spaced, 3 and 3, huh? All right, guys, I'm going to have to get off so I want to stay here all day. I do. I really, really, really do. And if I get to feeling bad though at work, I'm going to come home. Let's see here. Samantha, my oldest daughter, is married and lives in Columbus, Ohio. And then my son and my youngest daughter, they live in North Carolina. Yeah, pretty much next door. I think my daughter actually lives with her father. Her and her husband live with my ex. Thank you so much, Joan. I appreciate it. Okay, guys, I'm going to have to head out. I love you guys. I wish I could stay and spend some more time with you, but I really got to go to work. Love you guys. Thank you so much for popping in and sharing a little part of your morning with me and part of your day. Bye.